ISIS may say that they are going to, quote, conquer Rome, but it's the increasing possibility of an attack in the U.S. that has Homeland Security Secretary Jay Johnson saying that we're now entering a new phase of terrorist threats.
ISIL very definitely exists. The way I'd put it is this. You can kill an enemy, but you don't necessarily defeat an enemy if what happens is they're able to recruit faster than we can take them off the battlefield, which is why a whole-of-government approach is so important.
So what is that government approach? Illinois Congressman Adam Kinzinger served in the Iraq War, and he joins me now. And, sir, good morning to you, and welcome back here to America's Newsroom. What is that approach?
Thanks for having me.
What does that mean?
Well, I don't think it's been articulated well by the administration, and I wish it was better articulated. Look, Jay Johnson says we can't kill, if they're recruiting faster. I agree. So we need to kill more, frankly, and we've got to kill as many as we can and as quickly as we can. And secondly, we have to roll back the momentum of ISIS because, look, when the Chicago Bears are doing really well, everybody in Chicago is a Bears fan. When they're not, people aren't, as proud of the Chicago Bears. That's what's happening with ISIS. They are so right now successful that, in fact, people are these folks that are prone to jihadism are joining. So I think it takes a pretty intense action to roll back ISIS right now.
The characterization of where we are right now in this battle was addressed by Eric Holder just yesterday. And already this morning I have a bit of a clarification on that. I'll play you what he said and then what the spokesperson said just an hour ago. Eric Holder.
Use an extreme example, perhaps unfair. In World War II, if a reporter had found out about the existence of the Manhattan Project, is that something that should have been disclosed? Now, we're not in a time of war, I understand, and I said it's an extreme example.
All right, we're not at a time of war. This tweet from the Public Affairs Office for Eric Holder, he meant akin to World War II. He absolutely does think we're at war with ISIL. That's a strong clarification and probably an important one, too, when the commander-in-chief is pursuing authority to go to war through Congress.
Yeah, I think it's incredible. Look, again, anybody can misspeak. I've misspoken in my life. But when you have to have a tweet that corrects when you said we're not at war, I think what it shows to me is the knee-jerk reaction of this administration, of Eric Holder, and frankly, the president himself, to not want to be in war, to deny that ISIS is growing, to deny that extremism is exploding, to deny that Europe is falling apart under the hands of the Russians. It's like Obama came into office wanting a time of peace, and he can't accept the fact that that was not the world that was given to him. And because he's not accepting that, we're seeing a world that's dropping far more to chaos. And so, look, Eric Holder can fix that, and again, everybody can misspeak. But at the end of the day, it's been that as well as many other things that have shown that this administration simply doesn't understand the world that we live in. And that's probably as dangerous as anything.
Well, maybe now's the time to catch up. Leon Panetta over the weekend said we're entering a new chapter. And he also said that presidents learn from their mistakes. Do you think that is the case here?
I haven't seen the president learn from his mistakes yet. I hope I start to see that soon. I really wish the president luck in this. I cheer for American strength around the globe that's been lately disappearing. But I hope Leon Panetta's right. I hope President Obama and his folks in his inner circle are sitting around saying maybe we got something wrong and we need to change course and change strategy here in Ukraine and the Middle East and everywhere else. And I hope that's right. But again, I haven't seen that yet.
You were in northern Iraq quickly a few months ago. Will you vote for that authority for the president? And what does that look like?
Well, I introduced my own use of force authorization, which takes away the 3-year time limit and takes away the restriction on offensive enduring operations. We don't play the commander-in-chief as Congress. The commander-in-chief does. So I will vote to give him authority, but I won't vote for any restrictions because that'll carry over to the next president, who hopefully is a Republican and hopefully understands the real threat that ISIS poses.
We'll see where that debate goes. Adam Kinzinger, thank you. Republican from Illinois in Chicago.